Mechanics have a secret blacklist. There are certain used SUVs that we will gladly repair for our customers because it pays our bills. But if our own mother, brother, or best friend tried to buy one of these vehicles, we would physically take the keys out of their hands and drag them off the dealership lot. The internet is full of generic, boring lists telling you to avoid the Nissan Rogue or the Ford Escape. Everybody already knows that. I am not going to waste your time. I'm going to expose 7 highly obscure, deeply deceptive SUVs that look incredibly reliable on the outside, but are hiding catastrophic, bank account destroying engineering flaws under the hood. And car number 7 on this list is a very popular Japanese luxury SUV that is mathematically guaranteed to leave you stranded on the side of the highway. I have pulled the global class action lawsuit data, I have cross-referenced the technical service bulletins, and I am opening up the mechanics blacklist. Let's go. Number 1. The ultimate Japanese disguise, the 2007 to 2009 Suzuki XL7. If you are in Australia or the UK, you know this exact vehicle as the Holden Captiva or the Vauxhall Antara. When the average buyer sees a Suzuki badge, they immediately think of bulletproof Japanese reliability. But this SUV is a total lie. Suzuki did not build this car. They partnered with General Motors. The Suzuki XL7 is built on the GM Theta platform, and under the hood, it hides the catastrophic General Motors 3.6-liter LY7 V6. Mechanics run from this engine. The timing chains inside this motor stretch, the plastic chain guides completely shatter, and the engine loses timing. When that happens, the pistons smash into the valves and the engine permanently destroys itself. Because it has a Suzuki badge, buyers think they are getting a reliable Japanese crossover for $4,000. In reality, you are buying a ticking American time bomb that requires a $3,000 timing chain replacement. Do not touch it. Number 2. The turbocharged grenade, the 2007 to 2012 Mazda CX-7. Right now, everybody on the internet is praising Mazda for being as reliable as Toyota, and modern Mazdas are great. Because of this, buyers are snapping up older, used Mazda CX-7s, thinking they are getting a reliable family SUV. You are making a massive mistake. You must look at the engine badge. If it is the 2.3-liter DISI turbo engine, you are walking into a financial nightmare. This specific engine suffers from catastrophic variable valve timing actuator failure. The VVT pin shears off, the timing chain slaps against the valve cover, and it fills the engine oil with metal shrapnel. Worse, the KO4 turbocharger seals fail constantly. You will be driving down the highway, the seal will blow, and your CX-7 will leave a massive cloud of thick white smoke covering 3 lanes of traffic. It costs thousands to fix, and the engine will just do it again in 50,000 miles. Avoid it at all costs. Number 3. The entry-level luxury trap, the 2016 to 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. People buy this SUV because they want the Mercedes badge, the beautiful interior, and the status. And because they're a few years old now, the prices have dropped into the $20,000 range. It looks like a steal, but under the hood is the M274 4.2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Mercedes-Benz made a catastrophic engineering error with the wrist pins inside this engine. The clearance is wrong. Because of this, the piston can literally crack in half inside the engine block. When the piston cracks, it scores the cylinder wall. You cannot just replace a part, you have to replace the entire engine. Dealerships are quoting customers $12,000 to $15,000 for a complete engine replacement on a car that is barely out of warranty. Do not let the leather seats and the shiny badge trick you into financial ruin. Listen to me very carefully. The scariest part about buying a used SUV is not just avoiding these bad models. It is the fact that unethical dealerships and unlicensed private sellers know exactly how to hide these catastrophic engine failures from you right before you test drive the car. Right now, scammers are buying SUVs with failing transmissions, cracked pistons, and stretched timing chains from the salvage option. They plug a cheap $15 scanner into the dashboard and they permanently delete the check engine light and the transmission fault codes. You take the car for a 10-minute test drive, it feels perfectly fine, you hand over $10,000 in cash, and they block your phone number. 50 miles later, the computer resets, the dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree, the transmission locks into limp mode, and you realize you just bought a mechanically totaled piece of scrap metal. You cannot trust anyone on the used car market right now. You must be armed. That is exactly why I wrote the Anti-Scam Vehicle Blueprint 2026 to 2036 Definitive Edition. I am a mechanic, and I refuse to let you get robbed by these predators. This master manual gives you the exact uncompromised field protocols I use to destroy dealership scams on the spot. Inside this blueprint, you get my OBD2 Diagnostic Discovery Masterclass. I teach you exactly how to read IM readiness monitors. This one single trick will tell you instantly if the seller cleared the check engine light to hide a fatal engine flaw before you arrived. You also get my forensic VIN audit to spot stolen cars and my exact finance office defense scripts to force the dealer to rip up their fake fees and market adjustments. A blown Mercedes engine or a stretched timing chain will cost you $5,000 to $15,000. This blueprint is $47. It is the absolute cheapest, most ruthlessly effective insurance policy you will ever buy in your entire life. Do not step foot on a dealership lot or meet a private seller without this loaded on your phone. Click the link at the very top of the description right now. Get instant access to the blueprint and the 5-page master field checklist, and stop letting scammers steal your money. Let's get back to the blacklist. Number 4. The quirky nightmare, the 2014 to 2019 Fiat 500X. People buy this subcompact SUV because it looks cute, it has Italian styling, and it is incredibly cheap on the used market. But underneath the body panels, this vehicle is an absolute disaster. If it has the 2.4-liter Tiger Shark engine, it suffers from a massive oil consumption defect. It will burn a quart of oil every 1,000 miles. If you do not check your oil every single week, the engine will run dry and literally shut off while you are driving 70 miles per hour on the highway. To make it worse, Fiat paired this engine with the ZF 9-speed automatic. This transmission has catastrophic software and hardware failures. It will violently clunk into gear, refuse to downshift, or randomly pop into neutral while you are driving in traffic. It is dangerous, it is unreliable, and mechanics hate working on them. Number 5. The fake British off-roader, the 2011 to 2014 Mini Cooper Countryman S. The Countryman is marketed as a fun, sporty, all-wheel drive crossover, but under the hood, it hides the infamous N18 Prince engine, which was co-developed with Peugeot. This engine is notorious for the death rattle. The timing chain tensioner fails, the chain goes slack, and it slaps around inside the engine until it jumps timing and destroys the valves. On top of that, the high-pressure fuel pump fails constantly, causing the car to stall out in intersections, and the thermostat housings crack and dump engine coolant all over the street. You will spend more time in the mechanic's waiting room than you will driving this car. Number 6. The safe grenade, the 2016 to 2017 Volvo XC90 T6. Volvo has built a legendary reputation for safety and reliability. So, when families look for a 3-row SUV, they blindly buy a used XC90. Do not buy the early years of this generation. In 2016, Volvo introduced the 2.0-liter Drive E engine. This engine is both supercharged and turbocharged at the same time. It is incredibly complex, and they completely botched the piston rings. The piston rings fail, allowing oil to blow past the cylinders. The spark plugs crack from the heat and drop ceramic pieces directly into the engine, completely destroying the cylinder block. You are looking at a $12,000 engine replacement on an SUV SUV that is supposed to be the safest choice for your family. Skip the 2016 and 2017 models at all costs. And finally, number 7, the ultimate mechanical Trojan Horse, the 2013 to 2015 Infiniti JX35, which was later renamed the Infiniti QX60. This is the SUV that tricks thousands of people every single day. Buyers see the Infiniti badge. They know Infiniti is the luxury division of Nissan, so they assume they are buying a high-end, reliable Japanese luxury SUV with 3 rows of leather seats. Here is the brutal truth. The Infiniti QX60 is nothing more than a Nissan Pathfinder in a tuxedo. And worst of all, it hides the catastrophic Nissan Jatco CVT 8 transmission under the floorboards. Nissan CVTs are famous for exploding in small cars like the Altima, but Infiniti took that exact same fragile rubber band transmission and put it into a heavy 3-row luxury SUV. The transmission physically cannot handle the weight of the vehicle. The steel push belt inside the transmission stretches, it causes a violent juddering feeling when you accelerate, and eventually the belt snaps completely. When it snaps, the car will not move forward, and the dealership will hand you a repair bill for $5,000 to $6,000. You thought you were buying Japanese luxury, but you actually bought the worst transmission in modern automotive history. Do not let a badge, a leather interior, or a fake reputation trick you into buying a mechanical time bomb. The Suzuki XL7, the Mazda CX-7, the GLC 300, the Fiat 500X, the Mini Countryman, the early XC90, and the Infiniti QX60 are strictly forbidden. But remember, knowing what not to buy is only half the battle. Knowing how to spot a scammer erasing engine codes is what will actually save your bank account. Do not go into the used car market blind. Click the link in the description right now and download the Anti-Scam Vehicle Blueprint. Arm yourself with my exact diagnostic protocols. Use my scripts to dominate the dealership and buy your next SUV with absolute confidence. If this video saved you from buying a guaranteed money pit, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and leave a comment down below. Tell me if you or anyone you know has ever owned one of these 7 disastrous SUVs.